I'm back to talk about the Idaho 4 university students case. There's been an update. Remember when you used to get all of that information, updates about what was going on with the case? Well, okay, there's going to be no more of that. Yeah. Welcome to the video. We are going to be looking at the court order that is now dictating what can and can't be said and who this applies to. Let's see if I can jump on over there so that we can see. And I wish I had made it a little bit bigger. Let's see if we can take care of that. And then, I probably wouldn't even need my glasses if I did this. Ta-da. Okay, now let's go back. All right, filed January 3rd, 2023. This is State of Idaho plaintiff versus Bryan C. Kohberger. Okay, we already know all of that, Sheila. Non-dissemination order. Let's go through the non-dissemination order. It says the court, by stipulation of the parties, enters its order as follows. It is hereby ordered that the parties to the above titled action, including investigators, law enforcement personnel, attorneys, and agents of the prosecuting attorney or defense attorney are prohibited from making extrajudicial statements, written or oral, concerning this case, other than a quotation from or reference to, without comment, the public records of this case. So, for instance, they could say, you got to see the court or you got to see the case file. I mean, but they can't make a comment about it. So they can reference you to the public records. Then it says this order specifically provides any statement which a reasonable person would expect to be disseminated by means of public communication that relates to the following. Okay, so let's go through these items here. Number one, evidence regarding the occurrences or transactions involved in this case. Two, the character, credibility, or criminal record of a party. Three, the performance or results of any examinations or tests or the refusal or failure of a party to submit to such tests or examinations. Four, any opinion as to the merits of the case or the claims or defense of a party. Five, any other matter reasonably likely to interfere with a fair trial of this case, such as, but not limited to, the existence or contents of any confession, admission, or statement given by the defendant with possibility of a plea of guilt to the charged offense or a lesser offense, or any opinion as to the defendant's guilt or innocence. So you can't even comment on whether or not you think the defendant is guilty or innocent. So it says, it is further ordered that no person covered by this order shall avoid its prescriptions by actions that indirectly but deliberately cause a violation of this order. So you can't go around the order by not disclosing it yourself, but giving it to somebody else and having them disclose it for you. You can't do that either. It is further ordered that this order and all provisions thereof shall remain in full force and effect throughout these proceedings until such time as a verdict has been returned, unless modified by this court. So there you can see everything that they're dictating there. Who it applies to, the attorney. So if they are hiring experts, they have investigators that may be doing research. None of these people can really comment about this case. And this is going to be in effect throughout the whole trial. Now, not just was this order publicly released, but then you had the Moscow Police Department issue its own press release about this after this came out. And so they actually said, okay, a copy of the order can be found on our website. And they also said, due to this court order, the Moscow Police Department will no longer be communicating with the public or the media regarding this case. So you're not going to see any of that sort of information. Now, if you go to their website, there is some older information up there. There's a section on rumors that sort of breaks down information about the dog and who was in the house and was there a stalker. So there's all of that information too. That information is probably not going to be updated either. It sounds like they're not going to be providing, because it says here, oral or written communications anymore. So whatever goes on in the courtroom is probably going to be reported by your media sources and then those who are commenting on it who are not parties to this case or agents of those parties. So that's it. Now you know why you're not going to be getting any more updates from the police department or from the attorneys in this case. So I hope that brought you up to speed with a gag order, learned a little bit more. Go ahead and give the video a like if you if you got that information, and don't forget to subscribe. Peace.